Hey guys, thanks for staying tuned to part 2 of our series on one thing that you can do to make the biggest impact on your future health. That one thing is to improve insulin resistance. So we just talked about in part 1 what insulin resistance was and what causes it. Now what are we going to do about it? Okay, the first thing that we can do is be more conscious of the foods that we eat, the foods that turn to sugar. So I hate to tell you, but you can exercise all you want and you can take medications and supplements, but you cannot exercise or you cannot supplement yourself out of a bad diet. Exercise helps. I'm not telling you not to do that. Absolutely it helps. There are some medications and there are some supplements that we're going to talk about that's going to help you make these lifestyle changes because they're going to help curb your appetite so you can do this and achieve this. We've got to be more conscious of the sugar that we eat. We are insulin resistant, as we just talked about, and it makes us crave. We're addicted to these sugars. It takes some time, but I promise you, if you will stick with the journey, it will get better. Once you improve that insulin resistance, that's what you're going to see. You're going to see that you're just not craving those foods anymore, and you're just not hungry anymore. And you're going to see that belly fat as a result of insulin resistance come down and go away. So the number one thing you need to do is pay attention to the foods that you eat that produce the most insulin. So these are our sugars, our processed foods, our white flours. We're going to learn to replace those with non-starchy vegetables and things that don't cause such an insulin spike. The other thing that you need to do is simply limit your exposure to insulin. So what we need to do is have a food cutoff time. We simply eat too long. Okay, so we need to establish a time that we can cut off our food. We should go through a fasting period of at least 12 hours. Some people like to extend that on out to 16 hours to get a really good intermittent fast benefit. That will push your body into what's called autophagy. Autophagy is kind of like an inner Pac-Man. Comes around, your inner Pac-Man gobbles up all the bad things, helps your body regenerate protein and muscle. It's a good thing to have some of this occasionally, but if you eat too long, we never have time for our body to go into this wonderful repair. So that's number 2, is limit your eating interval. 12 to 16 hours of a fast is a great thing to do. Number 3 is to increase your fiber intake. As United States citizens, we simply do not get the recommended amount of 25 to 30 grams of fiber per day. A lot of us will require some supplementation of fiber, but please drive up your fiber so that you feel fuller with your non-starchy fruits and veggies. Again, such a benefit. I'm going to tell you about a supplement. One supplement is to drive up your vitamin D intake. If we can get our vitamin D levels into optimal range, and I don't think any of us are unless you're supplementing adequately with vitamin D, throw in some vitamin D with K, get a combo product, but get your vitamin D level up to an optimal range. That turns on fat burning property and that helps with insulin resistance as well. We can test your vitamin D levels here at Lakeland Drugs, so check with us and make an appointment to do so. Another supplement, and this is the most popular supplement on the market right now, and it's berberine. The product that we have is metabolic berberine. This is dihydroberberine, which is berberine in its active form, so it's a little less harsh on your GI tract. Berberine is not a new supplement. It's a plant-based product. It's been out for many years, has got numerous clinical trials on it. It has boomed in popularity recently because it does kind of mimic the action of all of these GLP-1 injections that people are getting such good success with their insulin resistance and their weight loss. I'm talking about Wegovy, Mounjaro, Ozempic, these type drugs. Berberine has a similar effect, not quite as drastic, but I love berberine. I think that it's great for weight loss, but I think it is truly our anti-aging supplement. So not only does it help with insulin resistance, which will result in weight loss, curbs your appetite, but it also protects your endothelium lining of your blood vessels and your arteries, so it's heart protective. It improves your gut microbiome, and we're learning so much about how very important that is to have Akkermansia, and all of the good bacteria in our body is so important in order to achieve longevity and good health. Berberine is going to help you do that. It's also been called exercise in a bottle, because just like when you exercise, you increase your AMPK enzymes. Berberine does that also. I love berberine. I think it is our anti-aging supplement. If you want to lose weight, that's great, but it has so many other benefits to it. I like to take berberine with my evening meal, so you do need to make sure that you go a certain period of time without eating. It's ideal to cut off your food 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. That's sometimes hard for me to do because I'm a busy working mom and I'm at the ballpark late at night. So I like to use berberine with my evening meal to help drive me into that fasted state quicker. It helps me get the benefit of that autophagy and drive down my insulin levels so I can get all of that benefit quicker, as I did have to eat a little later. So number one thing that impacts your health is to improve insulin resistance. Now, I've thrown a lot of information at you, so stay tuned to part 3 so we can tell you how we can partner to help you.